Okay, Donna, thank you so much for joining me, for not leaving me by myself this evening. I know, I know it was last minute, but instead of canceling, I'm saying, and I know we were recording this, so I said, let me just hop on really quick. If anything, because I will not be here on Sunday.
Okay.
So yeah, even more important why I just had to meet tonight. So I opened up the student and teacher guide. Let me show. Hi, Mr. Daly, how are you? Okay, so we are on. Sorry, my computer is like super slow. Okay, so. We are on lesson 22. Can you see my screen though?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, thank you. What did I say? Lesson 2. Okay, so we're on lesson 22. Before going into that, I wanted to just go over again, and I'm glad you're here, Mr. Daly, because I was even praying that you hop on, so that you can assist with the flow for the Spanish service.
Okay.
What we've been doing. So just to go over it again, we are starting. We have started the process of, getting the children to learn what worship is. We have started the process where, we are transitioning to hopefully the children having their own service. So the system for Sunday for now is that, first of all, teachers are supposed to be early. Teachers, please show up at least 30 minutes before time. The prayer team for the church is there 1 hour. So if we can even come there an hour before time, what I like to do when I come to churches, I like to join the prayer team, because it's been me and maybe one other teacher that shows up on Sunday. So when it's just me, I like to join in with the prayer team. If another teacher comes in, we'll join the prayer team or we'll pray together. But the importance of showing up at least 9:30 in the morning for English and 12:30 p.m. for Spanish is to come and prepare and pray. Most importantly, to pray. We need all the prayer we can get. So the teachers come in early and set up. There should be a teacher there should be a teacher at the door to usher the children into the multi-purpose room. There should be a teacher over by the couch area ready to talk to the children before now going into service. So there should be at least for English service, there should really be 4 teachers there in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. So please come on early. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words right now, but bear with me. But come early so the families walk into the sanctuary. So far, Serge and Judy has been helping out by directing them straight into the multi-purpose room. But I would love, I've even been talking to Serge. The children's ministry will start taking over the attendance, the machine when we give the children the ticket. Serge, I will speak with Serge for an update as to when the machine will be available for us to, start helping out with that, taking over that. So again, families walk into the church. There's a teacher by the door of the multi-purpose room to usher the children into the sanctuary. Into the multi-purpose room. And then the children should sit by the couch area. And in this area, one teacher, the last time I was in church, there was two teachers, there were two of us talking to the children about worship. This time is very important. For the Spanish service, it may be a little tricky for you because from what I understand, Pastor Martin and the prayer group likes to stay in the multi-purpose room to pray, which means the children cannot be there. So Ms. Adali, if you can please help the teachers to just let them know for now, until I speak to Pastor Martin, if it's possible, just for organization's sake. For now, the Spanish service should go to the green room. Yes, the green room. And so you would have to be aware of when, for the Spanish service, you will have to be aware when it's time to actually go into the service for praise and worship and all that. Well, both services. So in that time, you know already, Mr. Dow, you are familiar with this step. So you'll spend like about 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops, and we're talking to the children about worship. Again, families are coming in, we're taking the children, bringing them into the multi-purpose room, settle down at the couch, and we're going to talk to them about worship. Whatever is laid on your heart to talk to the children about worship, we'll talk to them about worship. If you have a video, what I've noticed is that children, if you are engaging them, they will come with questions. So that would be great, so that you'll know what to pinpoint, what to correct, what to, teach the child. Make sure in this time also that we're talking to the children about the rules of the sanctuary. When we go into the sanctuary, this is what's going to happen. We know that repetition is one of the best ways to learn. So I'm sure as we keep telling the children, this is the sanctuary etiquette. This is how we act in the sanctuary. No running all of, this is how we raise our hands when we worship. What does worship mean to you? This week, did anyone worship? Because for some time now, we've been talking to them a little bit about worship, but you'll get the idea. There's no right or wrong when it comes to worship, within the guidelines of what the Bible, talks to us about and all that about worship. There's nothing, you can't really go wrong. But remember, this is the time where we can strategically teach the children about worship. And honestly, any other thing that we need to talk to the children about. This is the perfect time, that window in the morning. So after about 20, 30 minutes talking to the children, line them up, and then they'll enter the sanctuary through the doors in the multi-purpose room. We also have to make sure to tell the children after prayer to exit the sanctuary through the same doors. Because they're used to heading to the back of the church. So just to get them used to going through the doors for now. When worshiping, don't forget to be an example of what worship looks like. If you are there and you are carried away with worship, please don't forget to bring the children with you. Remind them if you want, or teach them about using the flags for worship. Not a toy, it's for worship. So that's pretty much it. As far as snacks, again, I won't be there this Sunday. As far as snacks, Janet went to Costco and picked up some snacks for the children. She's had it in her car since last service. So I'm believing God willing, she'll be in service this Sunday, and she'll have the snacks. Pastor Denise, she reached out to me regarding last Sunday about bringing nuggets. So I can remind her to bring nuggets this Sunday, and the children can have that for snack. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything else? Oh, please at the end of, like towards the end of the lesson, leave about 10 minutes to now redirect the children back to the multi-purpose room. That would be the 5 to 8 group, because they'll be off in another classroom. Again, for organization purposes, we would prefer that everyone meet in the multi-purpose room towards the end of the lesson so teachers can come in one place to pick up the children. No children should leave the sanctuary without the adult, without their parent. Yeah, so I think that's it for that. Any questions so far?
No, I'm good. Thinking, just let me know for the snack in the afternoon, Nora. So I don't know if they leave it in the kitchen, so for me to know, so where I can get it. So for me to have it ready, if they leave it, so me know, so I'm not going around and getting crazy for the snack. If they have chicken nuggets and all of that, that will be in the kitchen. I'm hope so.
Yes, it would be in the kitchen, in the freezer. I will update you. I will remind Pastor Denise about the chicken nuggets. So they will more than likely be in the freezer waiting for the teachers to come in on Sunday.
Okay.
As far as the lesson is concerned, one of the things I need to stress is preparation, lesson prep. The awesome thing about teaching Sunday school is that we can get our lesson plan, right? We can get our lesson plan from the Lord. Like, we really don't even have to do much work other than to hear what he's saying about the lesson. I mean, the truth is, when you put attention on something, it definitely shows. So I'm just in a way just trying to remind teachers to continue to let your excellence just show, because it's the children that we're doing this for. We have been given a mandate, such an important mandate, to make disciples out of children. We literally, their souls are in our hands. So I'm praying, I continue to pray anyway, I continuously pray for the ministry. And one thing is for the Lord to enlighten the teachers. So yeah, so it's about taking the lesson and just meditating. These are basically stories that we've heard before. Now the work now is trying to bring it to the children's understanding, trying to relate it in a way that the children will understand the lesson that and understand it. And part of understanding is that that it's soaking in. Like, for example, there are times when Gabriella and Eliana, they're talking to me about what goes on in the lesson. And I love that, because number one, I don't prompt them, which means that's eagerness for them to tell me. So that's good right there. And then to hear what they tell me, I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're talking about God protects Jesus from the king. The scripture is there. So just meditate on that scripture, see what comes to mind. Oh, this is the teachers. Okay, so I think I've mentioned in the past, the difference between the teacher's guide and the student's guide. The teacher's guide, when you read it, the person who wrote this lesson, they kind of bring it home a little bit. They kind of, they like to bring in examples. For example, let's see, what did I notice? Okay, so we know that the story basically, and this is just off the top of, if you ladies have any ideas that you want to run by me concerning this, then you know, jump right in. But this is about God protecting Jesus, right? Am I in the right lesson? No, I'm not. So here we are. So here we are. So it has the scripture. So the story tells us that a Magi, men who studied the stars, came from far away in the east to see Jesus at his birth. I'm not gonna read all of that. So just taking the theme and bringing it home. So God protects Jesus from the king. So just from the top of my head, I would want to talk about what how parents protect their children. Maybe within the lessons that you have making sure that you bring it home about the importance of a parent taking care of children and the responsibilities, because that will help the child at home as well. Because sometimes there is, what would I say? A child's understanding about a parent, you know, sometimes they don't fully understand. So because they don't fully understand, sometimes they don't, sometimes they can become a little confused and upset or whatever. But I just said that, not saying that that's the scenario for the kids, but I'm just saying, I brought that up just to bring home the benefits of tying the lesson with the child's life. Children, by telling them a story about how a father protects his son and how a mother protects their child, helps the child understand. It helps the relationship between a mother and a child. I'm just pointing out what a lesson from Sunday school, how it can benefit the child even when they go home, depending on how we tell the story. So teachers guide, students guide, everyone pretty much knows about this. Hi, how are you, Eliana? So it's in my bag. Here we are. So Miss Donna, Miss Adriana, I guess she will let you know what craft she's going with so that you know how to assist her since she's taking the lead. But just for example's sake, because I know you take the lead as well at times, just different. One thing that I love about this curriculum is that it gives us choices as to what we want to do with the kids. And I've said it many times, if within your research, you're led to pick up another lesson instead of what's in here, by all means, you know, do so. We have that instead of what's in here, there have been times where a video has been shown, but after the video, there's a discussion. So that's just an example of what you can use. You don't necessarily have to go with what's in the lesson. So yeah, they're pretty much self-explanatory.
Okay. So did you say Janet has the snacks? Janet?
Yeah. Janet, no, Janet donated. I mentioned her because she donated snacks to us. So, so I know she'll be bringing snacks on Sunday, and Pastor Denise will be bringing the nuggets.
Okay, and then how about the juice?
The juice?
Is there juice there, or water, or we're just doing water?
Yeah, we can do water, or if I bought apple juice to bring last week, but services, services. So if someone wants to bring apple juice, remember the idea, half apple juice, half water, someone can do that as well. Otherwise, we can stick to the water.
Okay.
Yeah. So any questions? This is like super brief. Is that, again, I'm not going to go ahead, Donna.
So we come in from the after worship, right through the doors there. We go right in. We have snack all together, and then we break into groups.
Correct. 5 to 8 will go to their class.
5 to 8. Okay, and then the 9 to 12. Okay, yeah. And then we come back about what time?
See, it's been different times because of the service. I tend to, what I've done is when I know that, let's say pastors like, let's stand for prayer towards the end, I have gone to the classroom and told them, okay, service is wrapping up. And so that's when they now prepare to go into the multi-purpose room. To give you a time, I don't think that will help because it's been different times. It's been different times, but maybe.
Yeah, but there's got to be a window of time though.
So, okay, great. So English service it starts at 10, right?
10, right. Doesn't it end around like 12:30?
It's supposed to end 12. See, that's the thing. 12, it's been either 12, 12:30. That's the window.
Right.
Yeah, it's never, so far, it hasn't ended at 12 o'clock. That I know so far.
Right.
But the thing is, Spanish service starts at 1 p.m. So church is supposed to be over in enough time for them to practice before, service starts. So I think at this point, it's just maybe an assistant can just keep an eye out, can check when service, I don't know.
Donna, I don't know if this will work for you, but was what I did. I calculate, since we taken to the lunch break, they announced that kind of stuff, I calculate 45 minutes.
Okay.
At 45 minutes, I told Diego, that was the one who assisted to me, to go to check. And he said, oh, it's almost, they're doing this. They tell me at least that I know, I just did like a 45 minutes from the time to I give it to the time to I take it to the snack, like 10 minutes to a snack, 15 minutes, then the another 30 minutes to me, 30, 40. I just check like that time. And if you would like to check after 45 minutes, you would like to send someone, if you are with somebody else, you can go check. That's for me was they give me the window. So I know, oh, they're doing this. Now what I know. Sometimes the pastor say, let's stand for prayer. Or sometimes he says, I'll almost finish. So that's what I did. I just mark in 45 minutes.
Okay.
The last services, it was the Spanish services that I was the last one. It finished like a 55 minutes, almost 1 hour. So they understand that I checked. So it's difficult, but 45, for me, 45 is the average.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, 45 minutes. That's pretty much what that's a good number. That's a good number. So 10, let's say 10 o'clock. 10. So from 10 to 10, let's say 10 to 10:30. the children are in the multi-purpose room, right? Preparing for worship. Then go into worship. So from the time after they finish praying and the children come back into the multi-purpose room for snacks, let's give it about 10 minutes for snacks, right? 10 minutes for snack. And then we should be at about 11:30-ish, right? 11:15-ish by then. So yeah. Yeah, so just look at whoever the lead teacher is, please keep, or should I say the assistant? Maybe we'll put it on the assistant. So to be aware of the time. So for English service, I want to say about 12, at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, let's gauge where we are for English service. And for Spanish service, I would say, Mr. Dally, you got
For
that.
Spanish service, it will be 3:45, 3:50 for the Spanish service.
You mean 2:45?
I mean, I'm sorry, 2:45.
Oh, I said that's a long service.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking in 3, I don't know why. I would say 2:45, 2:50.
Okay.
By
so
3, most of the time by 3 o'clock, 3:05, we are all out in the car. So 3:45, 3:50, 2:50. Oh my God, it's thicker than 3.
You love church, I get it. So yeah, just pretty much gauge the time. I mean, that's not a whole biggie. Push come to shove, parents can wait in the multi-purpose room for their children. Push come to shove. But yes, so that's all I have for now. Next, we are going to start tithe and offering with the children, but that's a whole nother meeting. Yeah, so that's all I have. Does anyone else have anything else?
No, it's good.
Okay, so we're good.
No more question.
You have a question?
No more question.
Okay, so we're good to go. I'm gonna do what I can with this video and then post it again for everyone to watch.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All right, have a nice
Bye.
evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.